Thanks for checking out our exclusive digital show, The Good Day Also Roundup.
And we're highlighting and talking about some of our favorite segments from the morning show that you may have missed.
I'm Good Day anchor Katie, joined by my fellow anchors, Dave and Casey, Donnie Wong.
Digital editorial lead.
Thank you.
Sidekick.
Meteorologist, Zach.
Man of science and weather.
Yes, that's
Most
true.
days, yes.
Most days.
All right, it's going to be a South by Southwest heavy show this week. And we're
Why
gonna
is
talk
that?
about-
Why is that?
It's been happening.
Oh,
Well, it's
okay.
almost over. As we shoot this today, it's like
Yeah.
one more day, really. But we're going to talk about all of our coverage, most of it, in just a minute. But first, we're going to go to start with Zach.
Really?
Yes.
Check out some weather videos and one video I just had to include.
If you're not first, you're last, right? Weather around the world. All right, let's go. Where? Spain?
Sick.
Oh, they have the Sierra Nevada? They're also in Spain. Huh?
Yeah, Sierra Nevada,
Like
yeah.
California.
that too.
Blizzard conditions and avalanches in Spain and the mountains there prompted several warnings from authorities. Check out footage released by the civil protection officials showing plows clearing snow. Local media reported that there was avalanche near ski slopes in the area, but thankfully no one was hurt.
a lot of
Civil
snow.
protection, what was that?
Civil protection officers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
From something cold to something hot, we head to Hawaii. Big Island volcano started its 13th episode of eruption activity. Lava fountains from the eruption reached 400 to 500 feet.
Kilauea.
I didn't realize it had been erupting so much. Like, I hadn't really been
always
following along.
How continuous are
erupts.
Really?
eruptions?
Yes, you go visit the Big Island. They're like, hey, they have tours.
Is it always Kilauea or is it some of the other ones?
Isn't that the Big Island?
Well, that's the volcano, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
only one of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Big Island.
What's that?
I don't even know if this is still on.
Oh. Is this thing on?
Now we're going to talk about
over here.
really old penguins.
Yes, I love this video.
Video from New England Aquarium in Boston, where they expanded their penguin habitat after more than half of the colony met or surpassed the species' typical life expectancy in the wild. African penguins typically live 10 to 15 years in the wild, but you're looking at two penguins, Harlequin and Durban, who are 32
Harley Quinn.
Harley
Harlequin,
Quinn.
yeah.
Who
Look
are
at that.
32 years old. Wow. They've been in pairs since 2000.
They're older
Raised
than I am.
8 chicks together. Raised 8 chicks together. The new assisted living habitat for the older penguins also includes a 34-year-old, 29-year-old, and 32-year-old.
Boulders, Isis, and Lambert. Those are fun names, right?
So these,
Shaking their tail
so
feathers.
something bad is happening to these penguins out in the wild. That's too much of a discrepancy. I think there's a predator around. taking out the-
Killer whales and sharks. Come
Okay,
on
yeah,
now.
yeah, not as many of those in
And
the
double their life expectancy in the wild. That's wild.
Wait, yeah,
That's not
tripling
shocking.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Getting fed every day, and they don't have predators in the aquarium.
That's probably why I'm living so long. I'm being fed every day. Kept away from predators.
No sharks chasing
Still here.
All right, Rodeo Austin, also still here. We got to look at one of the big events.
That is not it.
What's going on?
I'll cover the video.
That's
in a
pretty
second.
smoky.
All right.
Big smoke.
I think I forgot to put the video in. Shocker.
When this will air, the
Yes.
rodeo will be here about
Yes.
a week.
You're
So more
looking at it
than
as right now.
200 cooking teams competed for close to 25 grand in cash prizes. Scott Fisher, Leslie London, they were both out there judging the brisket and the beans.
I was joking with Leslie. I was like, why? She said she chose the beans.
I would
Okay.
love to judge.
I don't know if I've
Here's the
eaten
thing
so many
about that.
beans.
Yeah, you've done it before. Like
I've
you,
done it before.
You do one of those. You're like, oh, this is gonna be great. If you're beans, you like 30 deals of beans.
Yes.
You're like,
That's a lot of
it's-
beans.
But then
like,
that's
you
a lot of
never-
brisket.
No, right, exactly. Even the brisket, because like at some point I'd be leaning over to the bean person, like, let's trade on this.
Yeah.
You've had 17 briskets and I had 17 beans. Let's get the combo.
I always thought
guy
I'd like to do mac and
as well.
cheese, but then a friend of mine did the mac and cheese festival, and it's
Yeah.
a lot of mac and
It's
cheese.
a lot of mac and cheese.
You know?
That's why you go to the restaurant, you want a little bit of everything.
And all kidding about that, I mean, judging is a cool thing to do. I don't know that I'd be a good judge. Like, you could change the world.
Yeah.
But if you're number 26 that I'm tasting, I'm
You've
like,
done a hot
I
sauce
know,
one though,
wouldn't
right?
you forget?
Yeah.
Like, what was
Yeah.
live?
Hot talk
Your
competition.
I would
taste buds go
forget.
away, yeah.
well, you're supposed to,
Yeah.
you got a sheet. You say, oh, this is
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
I think I'd just be like, good,
I've done it before.
good, great.
I got beans.
You got beans too?
A little gassy for
Go with the windows down.
That's what they say is
I
true.
mean, I really feel
Because they
bad.
give you a big cup and you're like, you take maybe 2
Well, yeah, the
scoops,
first one
that's
you're not
it.
thinking about,
One
oh,
bean,
yeah.
one
Yeah.
bean.
Yeah.
I know. I always feel really bad with the person who gets rolls. I mean, that's really.
It's just a lot of carbs.
I felt bad because I rated the first few very high. And then by the end, I'm like, I'm just tired. I'm
They
sorry.
could have been great, but
Yeah, I
these
know,
are
I know.
garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage
It just
beans.
tastes
And there's
the same
some you're like,
after a while,
really?
Yeah. As promised, we're going to get into our South by Southwest coverage. If you didn't know, the event started on March 7th. It will wrap up, depending on when you're watching it, March 15th, or even not when
I think
you're
it's
watching
way
it. Wrapping up on March 15th.
Tomorrow's March.
Lots of activations popped up, including one Hotel San Jose from Prime Video, Escape with Prime, featured activities celebrating the streaming platform's women-led content. Activities included getting your hair done, for what?
Étoile.
Étoile.
It's a ballet movie or a series.
Getting it done
on
for
Prime Video,
Étoile.
yeah.
We're
in the.
Who is that cool-looking dude?
This
We're
is
in
like
the
White
Another
Lotus
Simple
vibes.
Favor. That's the activation they did for that. That was like gin
Controversial.
martinis and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Friendship bracelets for the summer I turned pretty. Like all the good shows there.
There we are. They had some tulips for that movie Holland.
Étoile.
Whoa, that's close up.
Am I saying that
Where's
okay?
Étoile.
Étoile.
Yes.
Étoile.
This is what we got. Libby and I were laughing about this because we weren't really sure what they were doing. They had like little blenders,
Okay.
and they put the bracelets in, and then they kind of like turned them for you, and then gave them to you. We're like, I don't know what's happening in here, but
did
we
they
got
do
the
that?
pool. I
I
don't
like
know.
I like
We're
that's how
very
you guys like.
confused.
I'm not sure what you guys are doing, but let's do it.
Took the bracelets.
Yeah,
It was
you-
fun.
you're
Yeah.
all in.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Popular pop-up at 3rd and Congress was the Dubai Museum of the Future House. It featured panels and an immersive art experience. There's also chai and the famous Dubai chocolate, which we tried right here on the Good Day Austin Roundup.
Yes, a different version. It was a
Different
local
version.
woman that made it. It was pretty good.
So this was very good.
This was straight. It was the Dubai chocolate
Was it good?
from.
Was it
Yes, it was very
amazing?
good. Yes. And then they also did a little. This immersive art was really cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah, it's like a really
Screens?
popular museum. Yeah,
Stuff?
all around you. You can sit on the inside.
Cool.
Really cool.
That's what's
A lot
gonna
of people checked it out because it was free, huh?
Yes, you didn't actually have to have a badge to get in.
So that's
there,
what's
yeah.
going to happen at the house of the future.
I think so.
We're all sitting around and look at those screens and eat
Yeah.
Dubai chocolate.
I think you did have to wait in line for a
I'm
very
not
long
scared
time.
of the future anymore. I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, Together, the body horror film starring who I like to think are my friends at this point, but
Can
they're
we
not.
do a South by Southwest without having
know.
these
Friends
studio
of-
Yeah, I
programs?
know, right?
Yeah.
I would like to think we're friends, but we're not. But
Okay,
you know,
not.
Dave Franco, Allison Brie, they had a midnight screening at South by. The film's about a couple years into their relationship at a crossroads as they move to the country. Tensions flare.
Uh-oh.
They have a nightmarish encounter with a mysterious unnatural force that threatens to corrupt their lives, their love, and their flesh.
In that order?
Yes, in that order, yeah. They were really nice. They were a little late for the carpet. The carpet was kind of late in general, but then there was some delays. So when I got to talk to them, we were talking about where they went to eat, because the last time they were actually in our studio, they talked about how they went to Uchi and Birdie's. And apparently, if you know they're in town, go to Uchi and you'll bump into them. That's like their favorite spot to eat at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do they remember coming on Good Day Austin?
I said, hey, last time you were in our studio, but they didn't really say, like,
Surely they remember.
They've probably been in a lot of studios.
they didn't say yes. There was no like, woo.
I think they've been here twice.
That's what you're going for.
So exciting, but yes.
But you're a memorable face, and you've interviewed them like a million
I doubt it,
times.
but yeah. I mean, like, I think I've interviewed Dave Franco. That would probably be like my 4th time, maybe. So
You guys should be
I don't know,
best
but he
friends by
talks
now,
to so
jeez.
many people. It's like once a year. I don't, you know. But
You should be offended.
I'm not. He'll never be. He's such nice.
Donnie's too nice.
Well, another red carpet I got to do interviews on was for Slanted. It's one of Fox Entertainment's films from its production
Oh, we
label,
love it already.
Tideline, which focuses on independent works. I spoke to the cast and crew of the film. Tells the story of a senior who's Chinese American in high school, and she undergoes, it's really interesting, experimental racial transformation to become white and win prom queen. The film, this is director Amy Wang. The film won the grand jury prize in the narrative competition at the festival. It was really fun to talk to all of them on the carpet. I always like to talk to people who are like, you know, of my cultural background, because
Yeah.
we can always talk about how like it's nice to see the representation.
Yeah.
But it was also cool to talk to them just about how like, you know, this film isn't really just for like Chinese Americans or
Yeah.
people who have that background, you know, like everyone can kind of relate to sort of like looking in the mirror, maybe not feeling, you
Oh,
know,
that high
the
school
best about
time,
yourself
yeah,
and all that kind
absolutely.
of stuff. Yeah.
Did you get to see the movie?
I did not get to
Okay.
see the movie because I had to rush to another thing.
Yeah, I'd love to stay.
It
and talk.
was a busy Saturday,
Well, that might
yeah.
be one you want to catch later.
Yes, it does
Yeah.
look really good. So, yeah, I think it's coming out in April, I believe. Cool. So, yeah.
One of the marquee films that premiered at South by Southwest was The Accountant 2, and Angela Shen was out at the red carpet at the Paramount. She talked with the film star Ben Affleck about the sequel to hit the film The Accountant. Affleck is no stranger to Austin or South by. He was here a couple of years ago for the star-studded premiere of the Nike film Air.
What's great about him is you ask
He
him one
loves his
question.
yeah.
You ask him one question, and I think this was like a minute and a half answer.
It's called
She
a
got.
filibuster. Yeah, one question.
How's J-Lo?
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
not
no.
the question.
One
I
question.
think he was trying to avoid that. So I'm
I'm
gonna
pretty
just
sure he
keep
wouldn't
going.
have answered for a minute and a half for
Not
that
get a minute and a
question.
half on that.
I think she asked him what he loved about Austin.
Yeah, and he just went off.
Yeah.
I mean, it was almost McConaughey in the.
It was.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Very eloquent. He
Works
loves
for the
him some
Chamber of
Austin.
Commerce here.
Yeah.
right?
On the last carpet when we talked to him for the Air movie, he spoke in Spanish to some people, which was really cool.
Wow.
I forget that he's like very fluent in Spanish.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
didn't know
pretty
that.
cool.
Pretty cool.
Why did he do that? He wasn't.
Well, because there were other people on the.
Like a Spanish language media.
Yeah. asked
Oh,
them,
okay,
yeah.
okay. I was trying to think. I watched that movie. I'm like, I think it was
It is
this
good.
guy.
over here.
It's a good movie.
Stick to the Penguins.
Another big film premiere was for
They're really old, by the way,
Holland. Nicole Kidman came for the red carpet for the film thriller about a teacher and a homemaker whose picture-perfect life in Holland, Michigan, tumbles into a twisted tale.
It was
Matthew
I think it's McFadden, right?
It's-
I'm not sure.
My
Yeah,
wife
from
and daughter
Succession.
were actually for Success, but they were
Yeah.
watching Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just-
yeah.
Anytime they're around.
That's what
invariably-
Amanda recognized.
Pride and Prejudice,
Love
he's
you.
Mr. Darcy.
Yes.
He was Mr. Darcy.
I think that's amazing.
I couldn't believe Mr. Darcy was in town.
What was cool about this red carpet was they had that huge thing that they built up, so it looked like it was like the downtown of Holland,
yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah.
And then they had I believe it was Weiss High School band come in and perform and do a
really?
little thing. Yeah, so it was
that
really
is
cool.
That's cool for them that they
yeah.
come down and do that.
We didn't actually get on that carpet, so that's why all you see is a
From a
lot of
distance.
VO from
Long
from
zoom.
afar.
There it
but,
is.
Yeah, it was a lot
Donnie's
of
in there
people.
somewhere.
But yeah, Angela and I, as Tan, who also covered the red carpets this year, they just say it was like a walk of shame when you stand there and you wait for the carpet and they go, sorry,
Yeah.
no room for you.
It's a buzzkill. I can't believe.
You had to walk back with all your stuff, but
Were you indignant like Casey would have been? I can't believe this.
Don't you know who I am?
Justice. Justice will
no,
not
we
stand.
just turn around and walk
Okay.
back to the station.
Well, stick with your skin and hair care. Aveeno had a pop-up near the Convention Center for South by. Their Oat Oasis featured local dermatologists talking about Aveeno products and guests. Also, there's some oat lattes to be had, palm readings, other activities. The popular Lady Gang podcast also taped in the space.
I stumbled upon that one randomly.
Really?
Yes.
I can't believe you stumble upon anything random in
No,
South
there's
by.
a lot of. I mean, that's.
I know
that's
there's
the
a lot of
beauty
things happening, but I
South
think
by, right?
you'd have a plan of
You
attack.
walk around, you're like, oh hey, look at that.
All
And
right.
it turns out my friends knew one of the dermatologists. That was
Okay.
there. Well, I know her too, but.
Did you get an oat latte?
I got a lot of lotion. a lot
Don't
of the
drink
oat
that.
products.
That's
No,
on
I
the
will not.
hands.
Yeah.
Latte in the mouth,
The
lotion on the
latte
hands.
line was really long, and
that's
again, I didn't really have time. I had to be somewhere else. So.
Okay.
Dennis Quaid was in town to talk about narrating the new film Love Ya Bum. We had like a 30 minutes heads up for this. We just rushed down the street to where he was. He was super cool.
That's
His-
not so surprising when we hear the film was finished on
Wrapped up
Saturday
on
before
Saturday.
the
You interviewed the
Thursday
director.
screening.
Like, yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they said I'm sure that was just finishing touches,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I choose to believe not major editing work that still needed to
That's
be done.
true.
I love
His-
that jacket. You need that jacket,
I mean,
Dave.
as an old Oilers fan, yeah, it's near and dear to my heart, those late 70s, early 80s. Just about what a special time it was in the city of Houston. Urban Cowboy was the thing.
Yeah.
Oil was up. I mean, people were making money, and it was just a cool, some of my first memories of my life. But yeah, I can't wait to see that.
That was a cool hat he had on too.
Oh, yeah, I love the
Wonder
old,
where he got that hat.
old Oilers gear. You can see, I
yeah.
got some of it still. hanging
Still
around,
some- oh, got some?
yeah.
I wonder if Dennis remembers playing golf behind us.
I'm gonna guess no.
I
Guess
you
no,
guys.
not sure.
His
guys
dog.
are awful.
You guys were
What
really
they are,
hard.
yeah.
I don't know. Our favorite part, or my favorite part about the whole interview, was his dog was
Yeah.
there, and
Like a
like
bulldog.
Casey. So shout out to Hope, our intern,
Yes.
for shooting that. But
With this.
it's so quiet in there. Everyone's talking, and then all you hear is, and this dog is just like laid down, and then it like rolls over onto its back, and its legs are up, and you just hear it snoring.
Did
through
he make a joke about
everybody's-
it?
He didn't
No.
even acknowledge it. And so I wasn't
That
for
happens all the
sure
time.
that it was Quaid's dog. And so
Yeah.
I went and asked Sam, the filmmaker there, was that Quaid's dog? And it's like, yeah, his name was Peaches, or her, I don't know.
That's
said
Governor
that-
Abbott's dog's name too.
Oh, really?
Peaches.
Peaches? I used to have a dog.
We have taken a turn.
Pancake. Or
Popular name for dogs.
Pancake.
Wait,
It's
it's pancake. I'm sorry.
Oh, pancake.
What a
okay.
classic
Peaches
combination.
is
Peaches and pancakes.
Peaches.
I corrected myself.
But that dog was adorable.
He was, yeah.
Peach pancake.
Slept the whole thing.
I'm starving.
So many people around.
Grammy Award-winning artist will.i.am
on.
is getting into the AI business with FYI.ai, and he was
A lot of
here
vowels.
for South by Southwest to be on a panel with Qualcomm. Donnie and I got to speak with him about the venture. He was super cool, just one of the nicest ever. He chatted with us for a long time afterward. Our photographer Selena is in love with him.
Oh, okay, wow.
She knew
okay.
everything about him.
She really played that down for us before.
100%.
We did not know.
They sang together a little bit.
They did.
Yeah,
and danced
because she
together.
knew like certain prompts, and so he like prompted her,
Yes.
and she responded, and I was like,
At this interview?
yes,
Oh,
yeah,
you
there's
should've
a video
rolled
of
on
her.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's a
go.
video.
I've got some on my phone.
Yeah.
There's a video of her. She She was so
really
excited.
bonded.
Yeah.
If I had known that she was that much in love with him, I would have been way more nervous for her.
Yeah,
So
right.
I'm
That's
glad
why
that
she
I
wasn't
didn't
hyping
know.
it
And
up.
also, like, it's cool when like they meet expectations like that.
Yes.
Yeah, he was so
and he
nice.
totally did.
He was very, very nice. He spoke
He
to
was
us
great.
even after the interview. Like they were trying to get him to go because he had another interview right after
Yeah.
us, and so he was like talking, and they were like,
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
was like,
cool.
yeah, so it was cool.
He was great.
Found out I have the same name as his uncle.
Big shoes to fill.
Oh, really?
The next
That's how we connected.
You have the, say it again?
His uncle and I have the same name.
He has an Uncle Wong.
Donnie.
Uncle Wong. Uncle Wong.
Although his uncle spells it with an I-E. Wong I am, yeah. Wong stage name.
I like it. Okay, many families looking for something fun to do for spring break. Jenna King headed out to pinballs. Yeah, it's a classic arcade place. Go-karting, escape room, mini bowling. You can also play laser tag. And she showed us her little food setup. Looked pretty good.
It did look good.
That looked pretty fun. I live kind of close to pinballs, and I've never gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach, you were asking why you hadn't been.
Domain. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll never go.
We could have
I
had
didn't
your
realize
birthday
how
party
big it
there.
was.
I didn't
That doesn't
either.
make a lot
It
of
doesn't
sense.
look that big from
There's
the
Jenna.
outside.
I want to go there.
She's winning that race by a comfortable margin.
Yeah, I love good go. We should all go go-karting.
Let's do
That
it.
would be fun.
Yeah,
That would
we
be
should
fun.
totally do that.
While I was looking for some new places for coffee, Jenna King highlighted Freewheelin' Coffee. They got a new spring menu to go along with their signature lattes, like miso caramel and burnt honey with cinnamon, which I'm sure is very good. I don't know what burnt. Got some
good.
snacks there. No, it looked like a lot of good stuff. They had a good morning out there talking about that. That was kind of torture, actually.
I hadn't heard of freewheeling before she did this.
Yeah, me either.
So
Now we do.
Yeah.
You need to check that out.
I think it's on Cesar Chavez, right?
Thanks, Jenna.
Yeah.
Freewheeling. Oscar-winning actress
They wrote their
Marlee
jingle. They have their commercial.
Matlin has a new documentary out about her life
Oh,
that
she was
premiered
there.
at South by Southwest. So we talked to her on the red carpet of the premiere, Marlee Matlin, Not Alone Anymore. She shares insight into her rise to fame and some of the struggles she faced after, as well as her advocacy toward accessibility for the deaf community.
I want to brag on you a little bit. You've got some experience with ASL. You studied that at a time, so you recognize some of the.
A little bit.
know
They
it's
do it
like
really
another
fast.
language.
Oh, you should have come on the
And I'm
carpet,
gonna
Katie.
I should have.
You should have, yeah.
Like-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like another language. I know you aren't doing it as much or
Right.
involved in it, which was kind of like.
But it's something that you want to utilize because it's so rare that you get to use it.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And it's nice to be in a situation when you can be helpful or when you can, you
Yeah.
know,
And-
communicate with someone who might not be
Marlee
able to.
Matlin has really, I mean, we say trailblazer about a lot of people. She really
Oh,
has as an
100%.
actress and just involved in Hollywood for
Yeah.
decades now. Had a real special career.
Talk about Rivian. It was everywhere. Everywhere. Official sponsor
official
of South by
sponsor.
Southwest.
Yeah, official sponsor.
attached to the
but I
logo.
would stop. You scare me. It is Rivian. I always say Rivian.
I
Maybe
think
I'm
it's
too kind of
Rivian.
Rivian.
Yeah, is it Rivian?
Well, the way you say it is way cooler.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Rivian.
It's like
Sounds
more of a sci-fi.
Majority rules.
I always hear Rivian.
I don't know. Who knows? I guess we should have asked. The electric
Rabbi
Joyride
Ham.
helped show off one of the brand's new models and what it can do.
I think they're cool looking.
It was actually
Rivian.
pretty cool. Intern Hope and I went into that vehicle. That's not a video of us.
You weren't
but
hitting the
that
gas
was
there.
But
Donnie, slow down.
so what was wild is they would go
Scares
off
me
to
right
the
there.
side, right, and it would go off onto the two wheels.
Yeah.
And like we felt like it was already pretty much like sideways. And there's a
you were.
thing inside the car that tells you can see that screen. It tells you what
Angle.
percent. It
It's
was
like,
at
ah, you're fine, you
what
got
degrees.
it.
And he said
I don't
we
think you
were
got it.
only at 33.
Punch the gas. Let's go.
We were only at 33, and he says that car can go 45.
I would not want to try
A
that.
45-degree angle it can go.
Try somebody else.
And he said
Don't try
it'll be
my
safe.
Rivian with that.
It was wild. It was pretty cool, though.
That is cool.
We were
I
both
think they're
saying we
good looking.
wished it would have gone faster.
I
Yeah.
would have flipped it probably. That would have been
I might need that later when I'm trying to get out of the parking garage.
That's true. Yeah, sounds like you might have a little bit of an issue. Yeah.
The official audio partner of South by Southwest had several events for the festival. JBL hosted a campus party at a victory level. Looks very angry there, featuring performances by West 22nd and DJ Zandra.
Xandra, I believe.
Xandra.
Yes.
Was that
Yeah.
just this morning?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's this earlier
fresh.
footage.
It's new. I got it there right
We're all
away.
wearing the
The
same
latest
clothes.
and greatest.
The company also had a
Those
bodega
were the
at
days.
Started with
310
just the
at
video,
ACL Live. Also teamed up with Rolling Stone for some musical showcases featuring artists like Benson Boone, big popularity there, and Megan Maroney. So that's a big deal out there.
It was cool. That at the very beginning of the VO, they had this like water fountain thing that basically had all of the speakers, like the new speakers that they're trying to promote or whatever, and it had been underwater. It told you how long it had been underwater for. And it was
Still working?
Yeah, apparently.
We have one of those.
So basically, life is about how close you can come to break itself. How much we tilt the car before it flips over. How long I got to keep my speaker underwater.
much.
We're not taking care of our things, but it's maybe going to be okay.
Yeah, and it was cool. It was a good college party. West 22nd. You said they'd been on the show before.
Been on the
Yeah,
show.
they were really good.
I feel like this is all making me feel like I'm not doing South by right at all. I just haven't done any of it.
But it comes
You were
to
more than welcome to come along
you.
with
You
me.
hear
I know,
about
I
it.
should go.
It's easier when you work for Fox 7 because you can go to the red carpets and you know where to go to do fun, free stuff. And
Yeah.
Just waiting for the invitation, that's all.
yeah.
Donnie, next week, can we do something?
You're
Next
all
week?
you're always
On the week
Wait,
after
there's
South
another
by. yeah.
No, it's gone.
Yeah. So yeah, you can probably do anything you want.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Actually, it's good it's gone.
The
Okay.
Yeah.
Too
town.
many people don't have it.
The town is yours.
That's true.
Well, it's just a short trip from Austin. It's one of the most popular events during South by that's not South by related. Of course, we're talking about Luck Reunion. I got to go out there yesterday. We've done a few things. Jenna was out there in the morning. I know we did a preview for them
Where's this
for our
at
South by special. So Luck Ranch.
Luck Town.
Thanks for
It's
watching Good Day
Spicewood,
Austin.
basically, I
Spicewood.
believe. Yeah.
Down there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the story behind it is that
Very nice.
it was a movie set for his movie, Redheaded Stranger, right?
Yep.
And then they were going to tear it down and they were going to get rid of it. And he was like, no, I want to keep it.
No.
And so he kept the whole thing, and now they have Luck Reunion. It's the 13th year for the event. You're looking at video there of Allie and AJ, the Disney Channel
Oh, yeah,
girls.
I remember them.
I was hoping they were going to sing potential breakup song.
Yeah,
but
I know that
I
one.
had to leave, so I did not hear that one.
Jessica Simpson was out there.
Jessica Simpson. So every year they have a surprise
Yeah.
guest. Last year was Kermit
Kermit
Frog.
Frog, big get.
This year was Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
So
So this is Spicewood area?
yeah, a little bit, yeah.
And of course
Okay.
Willie playing as well.
Willie played, yes.
not too
Charlie
far.
Crockett was one of the other headliners
Love it.
this year.
Love it.
He's big. He's also at Rodeo Austin
Oh yeah, yeah. I love Charlie Crockett. He's
and the Houston Rodeo.
oh yeah.
For those who care.
He's getting around.
Houston Rodeo
He's
always
still
has a good
Houstonians
lineup.
care.
He's
Well,
still all over
that's-
the place.
it's a big deal.
Yeah, I know.
Houston
I need to
loves that
go.
rodeo.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
deal.
Maybe I'll make a trip next week since South by's over. So.
Good.
Yeah.
Do it.
Thanks for watching this edition of the Good Day Austin Roundup. Get details about the stories we talked about in the Good Day section of our website.
Yeah, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel.
If you want. Remember Good Day Austin?
Maybe
you want to.
Donnie really wants
Not
you to.
if you want.
You can hang out with us every weekday at
Do whatever you
4:30 to 10, and you can watch live anytime on the Fox Local apps.
They're free to download and it's available on multiple platforms like Roku and Apple TV.
And besides the morning show newscast, we've got some great shows that stream exclusively on those platforms like Fox 7 Espanol, Tierras, Texas, currently being hosted by our very own Katie right here. So check them all out. Yeah.
I love that you took mine out permanently.
The
Bye.
news. Casey Claiborne.
Bye bye.